Literally never thought that I would be in this exact position ever. And even though this has been a really exciting week, it's kind of hard for me to allow myself to feel grateful for everything that's been happening, because I feel like I'm always scared that something is going to go insanely wrong. And I feel like that's just kind of a common trend of being a business owner or trying to start anything on your own. There's always that sense of like, oh my God, what if everything absolutely goes to shit? So I'm trying to ignore that. And since I'm trying to build my dream business here, we are just gonna push that down. We're gonna shove her way, way down. Because the reality is, this week I had my first ever brand deal, which is insane. Yeah, I know. And secondly, I am doing a photo shoot tomorrow for my own business. Like that's actually crazy to me. But the harsh reality is that I still only have one paying customer. So you win some, you lose some. And although this is only episode 2 of trying to build my dream business in 6 months, I feel like I should be further along by now, if that makes sense. And I feel like this huge sense of pressure that I've put on myself because I feel like I'm not doing enough, even though I kind of feel like I'm doing everything that I can. I'm also popping back in here to say that I don't think I introduced myself in this video. I'm so sorry. That's awkward. So if you don't know me, my name is Haley. I'm currently building a fitness and mindset app with no coding experience. So I'm just sharing the journey of what that looks like. I also post a lot of fitness and mindset content here on this channel that's a little bit more educational. So if that is your vibe, stick around. So in this episode, I'm going to take you with me as I do the photo shoot tomorrow. We're going to do all the photo shoot prep. I have some videos that I need to edit, and I'm going to attempt to try to create minimum 30 pieces of content tomorrow. So we're going to see how it goes. I have some talking videos I want to film. I have a new content creation style that I'm testing out, so if you want to give me your opinion, I would love to hear it. And I have some like B-roll text on screen type things to make, as well as some carousels. So it is a very booked in busy weekend, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so before we get into the fun stuff, I have to do the not so fun stuff, which means I'm going to go over the spreadsheets that I created to track my progress over the next 6 months. Starting with the most painful one, we have my app page insights. So this is pretty much like everything for my app in the last 30 days. I wanted to do every 2 weeks, but I can't really seem to pull the right reports to do that. So we're gonna do every 30 days, and it is what it is. So in the last 30 days on my app, I have had 84 sales page clicks, which is not terrible, but also the fact that only one person purchased from there is probably like a problem. So like maybe I need to adjust my sales page. I don't really know. We're gonna look into it. I've had 3 app downloads, which means 3 people downloaded it, but only one person so far has become a paid user. Yeah, so one person's a paid user out of those 3 downloads, and then 2 people are on like a free trial. And then I have 2 returning users, but 1 is me. So that tells you how that's going. I have had, for my link in bio clicks, I had 549 for the last 30 days. That's pretty like decent if you ask me. I don't know. Personal page on Instagram. This is every 2 weeks that I'm going to track this. I wanted to track the top 3 videos of top 3 viewed and top 3 like most engaged, and then also like followers, whatever, all that stuff. So 2 of my 3 top viewed ones were from my Quit With Me series, which is really nice to know because those are ones that I worked really, really hard on, and those are things that I really enjoy making. So I'm really happy to see that. The other one was my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5 like morning routine thing. That is pretty good. The first Quit With Me one was 1,335 views. The 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5 was 1,262 views, and the second episode of the Quit With Me series was 877 views, which is like not great, but still my top 3 apparently. And ironically enough, my top 3 most engaged ones were all of those same exact videos, so in the same order, which is good to know, I guess. My total views for the 2 weeks of April 6th to April 19th were, total views were 5,260, total engagement was 89, and total number of followers was 2,415. And I actually lost 3 followers from there. So on to the next. For my TikTok page, I had tracked my same things on all of these, whatever. Okay, wait. First of all, let me give a little rant about my TikTok analytics, because again, I couldn't really figure out how to track it by 2 weeks, like in a way that makes sense. And also it's annoying because even if you posted the video before that time period that you're searching in, it's still going to show you what was the most viewed in just that time frame. Does that make sense? So like one of my most viewed ones was something I posted like 2 months ago, but for some reason it's like gaining traction in the last few weeks. So I don't know. So this is from March 26th through April 22nd. So it was like a 28-day whatever. I'm just gonna track it every 28 days. My top viewed was one about like a Super Bowl one that I posted. It was literally like, this is like so random, but I feel like that describes TikTok so well. If you guys ever saw that girl that was like, I hired an Etsy witch to make sure that the Chiefs lose the Super Bowl or whatever it was, I literally just posted a random video saying like, whoever the girl was that said that she hired a Etsy witch to make sure that the fucking Chiefs lose, like, let me get her number or whatever. Like, what? Like, that is just such a clear depictor to me of what actually works on TikTok, which is like so frustrating. But anyway, I also started a series where I'm yapping every single day to try to rebuild my confidence on camera, and randomly like the 14th day of it went like decent. So that one was like just a little over 1,000 views, which for me is really good. And then the last one was the trend that's like, oh, I know her, she used to blah, blah, blah. And then like the second slide is like, oh, like you actually don't know me, like fuck you, whatever. So nothing related to my business went even remotely close to my top 3 viewed on TikTok, which is like a little bit frustrating, but I don't know. I'm trying to tell myself that like putting yourself out there and building your own personal brand is just a part of it. Like people have to know who you are in order to trust your business. Does that make any sense? Anyways, my top 3 engaged were also those same ones in a different order, which is just so fun. Total views for TikTok over those 28 days was 13,000 views, total engagement, 834 likes, 149 comments, and total followers, 186. So anyways, onto the TikTok app page. I had 3 top viewed that were all 900 to 1,000 views, which is like decent for my app page TikTok. So I think I literally have 19 followers on TikTok on my app page. So, you know, it's a growing process, right? Top 3 engaged were actually the exact same ones. That's fun. Total views on my app page TikTok was 7,905. Total engagements, 236 likes, and 3 comments. So obviously, comments not really popping off on the app page, which means I need to do something different. On my Instagram app page, this is like the worst of the worst, in my opinion. Something's not happening right over here, okay? My top viewed posts were between 157 views and 214 views. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? The fact that a video with 3 likes is in my top engagement, that tells you something. And then my total number of followers on my Instagram page for my app is 73 followers, total engagement 29, and total views 746. So yeah, we are not loving Instagram for my app page right now, which means I need to figure something else out. So that's why I actually started another series that I'm going to be doing on there called Duality Diaries, where I'm like kind of just like talking about building my app in a way that's like very like diary post vibes, you know what I mean? I'm literally going to edit the first video of that right now and then probably post it tonight. So I'm hoping that's going to do something for the engagement on my Instagram app page, because it's like getting to a point where I'm like, this is actually insane. Like, do I just delete this account and start over? Like, I actually have no idea what's smart or not. So I'm going to work on editing some videos, and then I'm going to go do my whole glow up process for my photo shoot tomorrow. All right, good morning. It is like 6:15 right now. I'm going to start getting ready for this photo shoot. It's not till 9:30, but I really wanted to give myself time because I don't do my makeup that often, and when I do it, I like to give myself enough time that if I royally fuck it up and have to fully take off my face and then redo it again, I have time to do that, which is like a little bit dramatic, but it's just what works for me. Do wish that it was a little bit later in the day so that I could like play some music and like blast it while I'm getting ready, because I think that's like a pivotal moment of getting ready, you know what I mean? But our walls are very thin here, and it's 6 a.m. on a Saturday, so I'm not going to do that. But I'll put some pictures up on the screen of kind of my vision for today and what I sent the girl, like sent my photographer or whatever. And I don't know, I'm excited to see how it turns out. I'm going to record some little behind the scene things while I'm there. I asked her if it was okay, and she said yes. I also posted the first episode of the new series that I'm doing on my app TikTok. Actually, let me check it again right now before I go crazy. But when I looked at it last night, I had 90 views, and I almost cried a little bit. I think I'm like starting to get into the point of like where I'm taking a really long time to edit videos and like really putting like my whole heart into it. And so it took me like 3 hours to edit that one video, and it's currently at 186 views on Instagram, and we are at 101 on TikTok, which is like obviously a little bit frustrating. And I know that like the first episode of anything you do is not ever gonna be like immediate viral, but I don't know, I'm like a little bit sad about it.
A few moments later.
But I know you're shocked. You're like, oh my god, she actually knows how to look like a real human being. That's crazy. I agree 100%. Anyways, I am ready about 30 minutes early, which is good because I wanted to film my little daily yap session for TikTok. And I'm not going to eat beforehand because I just feel like my digestion has not been great. That might be TMI, but something's going on there, and I don't want to do that before I have to go take pictures. So I'm gonna eat after when I try to find a cute matcha, but I haven't really gotten any good recommendations yet. So I'm gonna have to just pick a place, and if it sucks, it sucks, and then I wasted a matcha, but it's fine. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take you with us as we take all these pictures today. I'm gonna just set you up in a corner, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cute, and we're gonna have a great time. Also, I only had to take off my makeup and redo it all once today, which is a win for me. Normally, there's like 2 to 3 full makeup removals and like some tears involved. So this is a win. This is pretty decent if you ask me. My hair needs to kind of like calm down a little bit. I just took it out of its heatless curls, but I think once it calms down, it's gonna be really cute. So it's a win. It's a good day. We are starting off good, and this is gonna be so much fun. Also, do you like my nails? I don't know if I did a close-up yet. I did these last night. Very cutesy. I also self-tanned last night. That's why I look so incredible today. And what else did I do? I think that's all I did yesterday. So, but yeah, big fan. 10 out of 10. Photo shoot is done. I feel so accomplished today. Like I am having to take a step back and be like, girl, you didn't even really do that much. Like I kind of feel like the influencers who are like, my day is so busy today. I had a photo shoot and then I had to go get matcha and then I answered an email. Like that's what I feel like. But I kind of get it because like I feel really tired right now. Like I need to take a nap. But photo shoot went absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to get those pictures back, and I think I'm gonna have so much content from it because we got a lot of variety in the pictures, so I'm really excited to see how those turn out. Also, I think I had the best matcha of my entire life, at least for Arizona. I still think that Blank Street in New York is possibly the best thing in the entire world, and I dream about it at least once a week. Anyways, they also had a really good burrito, so Aruma Cafe if you are ever in Tempe, Arizona. But when I got home, I recorded some talking head videos, so I have about 6 to 7 of those I need to edit. I need to edit the next episode in my Quit With Me series. But I know like that one takes a lot of brain power, so I kind of think that I'm going to save that for the end of the day just because I am really tired right now and I kind of want to just give my brain a little bit of a break. I feel like this always happens since I just filmed a lot of talking videos. My brain kind of goes on overdrive and I feel like I have the same level of exhaustion as when your social battery starts to fade at like a party or something. That's what I feel like after I've recorded a bunch of talking head videos because I just am like, okay, I need to stop talking and I need to just like sit in silence and my brain needs to just like shut the fuck up for like an hour or two. So my goal right now is to edit the talking head videos that I just filmed. I want to edit some easy content. So things like B-roll with text on screen or maybe even some carousels. I took some pictures on my phone today during the photo shoot of just like my app setup and things like that. I'll pop some up on the screen here. So I think I can make some carousels out of that. I kind of want to do a series, I guess, on TikTok of something like sharing a feature from my app every single day until I hit 100 members. I think something like that could be kind of fun. I don't really know, but I want to try to maybe make like 20 posts of that. just to have them on deck so that if that series starts to do well, I can keep continuing it. And I already have some of my app features written out, like on the website and things like that, that I can use for reference. So I think those would be really, really easy for me to make. So I think that's gonna be kind of my first priority, because I want something that's pretty simple right now, something that I can just kind of like turn on Vampire Diaries in the background and just make some of those really quick. Then I have a few other carousels. So actually, I'd love some input on this, because I honestly have no idea if it's smart to fully restart an Instagram page that I haven't really been posting on in the last few months, or if I should just have at it and keep going, because it's kind of the same logic that I've been thinking with my app Instagram page, where I posted pretty consistently and then I stopped for a few months, and now I've been started posting back up on it again, and I just don't know if that's absolutely tanked my reach or not. Like, I really have no idea. So I think I need to do some research on that before I restart my podcast channel. But my goal is to make my podcast channel literally everything about just becoming your best self. So all of the advice, all of the carousels, everything's going to be very educational, very just like community based, but only in the like self-help, self-improvement kind of genre. And then I can use that to filter people to my app, because I feel like my personal page is just so app focused and so focused on things that I do as someone who's trying to build an app, that if I tried to add in educational self-help, self-improvement content there, it would just be too cluttered, and I feel like it's not the same audiences. So I'm splitting things into podcast page is mainly going to be self-help, self-improvement, becoming the hottest version of yourself, you know what I mean? All of the talking head videos that I made today are for that. And I have some carousels that I have made out in Notion that I need to actually turn into carousels for that page as well. And yeah, I'm gonna just try to get on my shit on posting on that, because I feel like that can be a different filter into the app as well, to have kind of the educational side of things over here, and then I have like the app builder side of things over here, and they can both lead to the app. Does that make sense? I hope so, because that's what's going on in my brain, and that is what makes sense to me. So I'm gonna just kind of try to edit some easy content for the next few hours, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, it is the next day. I have to be so honest, this weekend has been kind of a reality check for me. Not even this weekend, just yesterday was such a reality check for me, because I was like, I can get so much done if I actually have a system in place and I like have a plan for what I'm gonna do. Like, it felt so crazy to be sitting there and to be like, wow, I just knocked out like almost 10 talking videos. Like, that's crazy. When throughout the week I'm like, oh, I can't do that, that's too much. Like, for some reason I am one of those people that my brain works a lot better when I can just do like batch things, you know? But I was trying to force myself to be someone who's like, oh, if I just record a video a day, like, I'll be good. But that doesn't happen, because then it's so hard for me to get myself into the mindset of wanting to record a video. But if I'm already batch doing it, then it's so much easier, you know what I mean? And my carousels flowed so good yesterday. I have like perfect templates now for everything that I want to use for each of my individual like pages and stuff like that. So I don't know, I'm feeling really good. Like, I'm having one of those weekends where I'm like, I could actually do this. Like, and I know that sounds stupid because it's like I am doing it, but I feel like sometimes I'm just like, this is dumb. Like, I shouldn't even be attempting to post on any platforms. I shouldn't be attempting to do any of this. But this weekend has been a very big, like, you can do it. Like, stop being a bitch. Like, just figure it out and start posting. So I think in all total yesterday, I got about, I want to say almost 30 pieces of content, which I think was what I said my goal was at the beginning of this. I hope. I don't know. If not, then like that sucks. I do need to finish today making some of the app swipe posts. I think I said that I wanted to do like a 30 days or how like a post a day on my app TikTok saying like sharing a feature every day till I hit 100 members or something like that. But I need to use my boyfriend's phone to take pictures of the pages on my app that I want to share, because I want them to, originally I was just gonna like screenshot and like put them up, but I made a few like that and they just look like a little bit tacky. So I think what I want to do is actually like open up the pages on my app on my phone and like put them in cute places and then take pictures of them. But obviously I can't do that. I tried it also with my camera, but I don't know. This is like definitely more of a video camera in my opinion. I also don't know much about cameras, so there's probably a great way to take good pictures on this camera, but I don't really know. And I don't want to mess with the settings too much because I don't want to ruin the video settings. Does that make sense? I also have a Sony ZV-F1, I think. So I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I don't want to fuck anything up if I like adjust things to try to take pictures. Anyways, that is where I'm going to cap this bitch today. So we accomplished the to-do list, and today I'm going to start a new book. So it's a good weekend. All in all, no complaints. I will see you guys in the next episode.